Would you vote for Jon Stewart if he ran for president? If so, why? If not, why? Let the man help animals on his sanctuary in peace. This is the premise of Man of the Year, 2006, starring Robin Williams. No, he's not quite old enough. I only vote for people so old that they're dead inside and old enough where they won't have to live with the consequences of their decisions. Yes, mainly because he doesn't want to be president. Reddit, stop making celebrities president! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Also Reddit, relieved face. Why not? Having a Green Lantern as a president would be pretty swell. I have not seen everything Jon Stewart has done, but I know that in particular when he discussed a field I was knowledgeable in, he missed the mark fairly significantly. With that said, I would not be afraid to vote for him because I believe he does have integrity and a drive to make the world better. Hopefully he can surround himself with a knowledgeable cabinet to help him, and I would assume he would leave office with the US being on a better path than when he came in. The skill to be a powerful critic and agent for change is not necessarily the skill to be the power. Truth is spoken to. As an observer, commenter, and participant in the public discourse, he can stand firmly on his principles and advocate for balancing power. Becoming that power would create opportunities to claim his integrity was being compromised, diluting his productive efforts with the need to defend his positions and decisions against frivolous attacks. He can do more good where he is, I think. He's too busy being the Green Lantern. No, because I live in Brazil. No, can we all be done voting for celebrities? Idiocracy was supposed to be satire, not a prophecy. Not being from USA, I think my vote would be invalidated. Depends who's running against him. It's a bit premature to say he's the best candidate in America without evaluating the qualifications and positions of his potential competition. I will eagerly add he'd get my vote over any candidate who currently identifies with the Republican Party. No, absolutely not. In politics and government, diagnosis and treatment are two different skill sets. Jon Stewart is great at accurately diagnosing societal ills, and even putting forth effective fixes to many issues. This is different than forming and holding political coalitions in the House and Senate long enough to pass effective legislation. This is why Trump couldn't pass an infrastructure bill and Biden did. It is why Darth Cheney was so effective at willing the US to war with Iraq. Why Hillary would have made a great president. And why Biden gets bills passed. The sausage making is not pretty. The sausage makers are not generally well liked. But to be effective, you need someone who knows how to do the boring bits of legislative strategy. Stewart is exactly where he needs to be as effective as he can. No, he has never held public office before. If he at least successfully held office as a mayor or congressman, then I would consider him. He is a gifted orator and advocate for marginalized communities. However, we need to stop automatically assuming that anyone who has these qualities would make a good president. Government and public service is not his calling, and the United States would do well to place an emphasis on people who know the legislative process and how to directly impact the lives of Americans without the partisan games and spite towards the other side. No, I'm done with celebrity politicians. I would. He's proven beyond a doubt that he understands our nation's problems and he's willing to work to make everyone's lives better. Yes, the guy is the real deal. His work helping first responders shows a lot of compassion and initiative. Plus, he's a quick thinker. I respect Jon Stewart's take on the media, which he was unashamed about pushing, despite corporate control of the industry, as early as 2003 with his Daily Show. However, I watched his coverage of the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill and the 2019 COVID pandemic. A lot of it seemed to be just to score cheap laughs without actually improving people's information. At one point he was even falling back on, we should hold Wuhan responsible because it's called the Wuhan flu, the exact sort of chauvinism that the World Health Organization wants to avoid by not naming pandemics after their geographic point of first detection, since it then creates backlashes and reduces future willingness to be the first detector of something serious. I respect what he's done for veterans, and it's clear he outmaneuvered the GOP legislators in getting important bills passed. Would I vote for him for president? I don't think he's a legal professional. Most elected officials in the federal branches are former lawyers. But I do think he genuinely cares for the common person, and seems to be significantly closer in understanding commoners' problems than the average POTUS candidate. It would probably depend on who was running against him, and a load of other factors. Political acumen, connections, and ability to get bills passed would probably be important, as well as his personal stances on the issues.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.